Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps this police should interfere. Perhaps not. He looks at you. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, he points to the ladder in the corner. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use. The poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. An empty tube of magnesolum. Magnesium supplement. A magnesium supplement you rub on your chest to live a happy magnesium-rich life, of course. What's this? It's fucking money, brother. Fucking excellent news. Let's go to the roof. We're gonna break into the harbor. It's perfect. No, have to go all the way around for that one? Alright, well, let's just have a look at this first. These barrels are full of rainwater. Half full of rainwater. Can't do that one from over here. Alright. Well, I'm glad you can see the path in here, because I can't. Alright. The doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Money. Postcard, Grand Curium 37. Can we look at it? No? Alright. An ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story buildings line the hillside like sarcophagi. An ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. Delightful. This is a fucking fantastic country, isn't it? It seems like everything's going just swimmingly out here. Health. Rad. Okay. Money. More oh my god, fucking $1? Jesus fucking Christ. So, how are we getting over here? Look at that. Alright. Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on the back. You son of a gun, it's a cop's cloak. Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. He judges the drop. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day. I don't feel like it's that serious. Like, you could just, like, stand and drop over it. There's low odds, but what's the worst that could happen, brother? Alright. I don't feel like you need to make the jump that seriously. Like, this clearly connects to that. Holy wow. That's high. You'd have to be a total madman to jump. This is certain death. You could have died there. Shit, shit, shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal. Well, that's concerning. Have we ended up with more health than meant? Whatever. Hey, what happened? He sounds genuinely worried. I'm alright, Kim. I just can't do it right now. I understand. We can always come back when you're feeling better. It's just a cloak, after all. Look around. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. He turns back to the sad piece of fabric flopping in the wind. What exactly are we doing up here? I was under the assumption we could ask the leader of the union to help us get the body down. This is why we're here, right? He doesn't wait for your answer. He looks around, wind rustling his hair. Or could be that we're just exploring. Do you really think the cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump. The cloak, I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it. He looks over the wet ledge at the cold pavement below. Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meters tops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you. The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide? Maybe even our gun. Who knows? But we're too much of a bitch to take this tiny drop over the edge, so what can you do? Alright, hey brother. Wanna talk?
Welcome to Revachol.
The name sort of gives away how this conversation's gonna go, doesn't it? Announces the round man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Ravacholian nation makes it harder for Ravachol to actually attain self-determination. He's right, you're undermining our best shot at a real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Well, I think we all learned something here.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lorryman shakes his head with indignation. The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. He smells of heavy motor oil and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites. I found this mug in the trash. Yours? He stares at the yellow man mug. Then suddenly he explodes. Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while. Is it yours? God damn. He wipes a tear from his eyes. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. He doesn't live in Martinez. What are you hauling? Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. How long has this been going on, then? The strike? They've been at it for a while, a month, 2 months maybe. He gestures towards the lorries. But this here is just the last week or so. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Apples. Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide. Sounds like a cover story to me. Look, Ace Detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. We've got ancient rights and privileges. He loses his patience for explaining it. I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Kojko-picked apples. Kojko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think. So they grow apples in Grad? Yup, it's one of their main exports. They grow them down south Yekokata, a beautiful place, got great scenic vistas. In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas, and it supports virtually no plant or animal life. Yekota is not in the south, and they definitely don't grow apples there. Yeah, says who? It's literally in the name, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. The lorry driver glares at you intently, then shrugs. Then I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those Kojkos. They're everywhere, except their own homes. You keep saying Kojka. What does that actually mean? He means the people living in Grad. Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradfolk, those degenerates from Grad. Okay, so but why? No, okay, so it's an ethnic slur. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise? Can I see the apples? Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go put my nose in them. He gives you he looks at you with a strange glint in his eyes. Relax, you've got all you can from here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory, so he'd remain unaccountable. You said something about the rights and privileges of lorrymen. Yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter. Had a royal license and everything. We tried to hold on to our privileges. And that's a privilege? Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything. Very ancient, very prestigious. So you're in a carter's guild. Goddamn right. They're trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profits. But when they try to replace us, they'll regret it. Trust in street thugs with their goods is gonna go fuck 'em right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter. We're done for now. Good talk, team. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Delightful. Frit. Sick. 3 T's. How idiomatic. Oh, fucking incredible news. Alright, let's have a gander in the store. I don't think there's really anything. I don't know what we can buy with like $5, but let's have a gander anyway. $4 even, not even 5. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio. The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents. What is this machine? The clerk looks up out of her magazine. Oh, that's the tear machine. Yes, but what is it? She knits her brow, confused. It's a machine for tear, you know? You find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put them in the machine, then it gives you money. I see. And how do I pick up tear for the tear machine? You need a bag, I guess? We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. She points outside. Somewhere. Alright. What we got? A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the St. Betanese Pharmaceuticals logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm. What the fuck is that? +3 health? Jesus Christ. Well, do I look like I'm fucking made of money? No, thank you. A raincoat. +1 endurance. It's only, like, almost the entirety of my net value. So, or net worth. Maybe we should not do that. A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes, too, glitter in their wrappings. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak. There! In that dark green glass, a world of ruby, all in vain, the great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer alcohol, love alcohol. This is not a good place for a recovering addict. The clerk looks at the wall of goods behind her. Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that. Ooh. +1 physique, -1 morale. Huh. Oh, they make fucking cigarettes? They may damage your health, but they make you fucking smarter. Alright.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
I'm glad it is actually Frit and not some weird pronunciation. What's that magazine she's reading? What magazine are you reading? She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you. What's this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now, and does he look like this? Her lazy eyes scan up and down your body, assessing the situation.
No, I don't think so.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
How fucking dare you, Kim? Are you insinuating that the fashion police are not real police? I have some questions.
Okay, I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
She puts down the magazine. Can you tell us anything about the dead body? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Did you know the man who died? Not really. Not really? Does it mean you know him? A little? No, I didn't know him at all. How long has it been there? I don't know. Really long? Do you know what happened? What do you think happened? I don't know. No need to worry. The lieutenant's voice is soothing and professional. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay? Okay, thanks for your help. That's okay. I won't ask. I won't bother her about the very nature of reality. You know. We've gotta try and get into the harbor. It's like fucking 2 o'clock or some shit right now. What time is it? As soon as the game loads, you know, such is life. It's almost 2 o'clock. Like, we gotta fucking get in this building here, brother. Oh, I didn't click on this. We came over here earlier, right? Yeah. It says GRI. The Greater Ravishol Industrial Harbor. Brother!
Scab?
The man asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head. You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for. Maybe it's got something to do with flask he reaches for from time to time. I spotted a typo. What exactly? Wait, I know what a scab
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles, then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I've come to Martinez investigating a murder. Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You would never see me investigating a murder. It's actually very fun and easy. I don't believe you. La Adventurer said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking! He shakes his head at the memory. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands. I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation. Body still hanging in the tree? He rubs his chin as if pondering his core beliefs. Aye, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance. He shrugs. Does this mean you can let me through the gate? I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. He takes a swig and points up the stairs with his flask. The passage grants itself. If it's all so simple, why don't the strike breakers just go up the stairs? That simple, I just walk in. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Past Measurehead? Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semiscene supremacist there. He points at the bridge above the gates. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again. Okay. And you enter the harbor through the office. Esta. So you're saying it's actually quite difficult. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert to his Semiscene supremacist worldview, or, he strokes his mustache. Maybe it actually is completely impossible. Has anyone ever bested him in a physical confrontation? Not yet, no. He fixes his eyes on you, evaluating your prowess. He's incredibly strong. Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview? I spotted another typo. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Got it. Another thing. Sure. I'm a bit short of money right now. Can you give me some of it? Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out. He flips a coin towards you. Come on. The coin lands in your hand as if it always belonged there. The swallow returns. Appreciated. Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to... He nods towards the protesters. You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though. The Union has problems getting by. Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike, though. Every little helps, you know. What's the strike about, anyway? You know, serious business, he smiles. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first. He's a chatty guy, wants to talk about the strike, just can't break the command structure and tell you. Nice talk, gotta get going. So I'm guessing, you know, this is probably locked. In case of a strike, press button behind guard. Nice. A hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. Well, nice of you to be so upfront about it, at least. Hello, Measurehead. He is quite tall.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
I expected him to be more shouty based on the all caps.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
This might be, this woman, I think, might be the most repulsive creature I've ever laid eyes on, actually. Just the voice-face combo, you know? What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Kim, is it really that bad?
No, you don't.
Right, I clicked on the wrong one, goddamn.
Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is reign.
What's wrong with your voice? It sounds like he's coming out of a machine. Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there? The fat racist over there. Point to the racist lorryman. You're just him after pumping some iron.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup.
The pinnacle.
The pink blood is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
I cannot deny that I am.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Jesus Christ, I hate her. There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. Come on, I just need you to move about 20 centimeters back.
It is my task to keep the degenerate wrongs from entering the yard.
Let's... Well, I have a lot of health. You know, unless he just, like, slam dunks me over the corner, right? Would Measurehead do that? Measurehead doesn't seem like a very upstanding guy. You're right about all of this. Now, I need you to help me get the corpse down from the tree.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races into a great world war.
What are you talking about?
Bring your troops to the Seminole Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you.
Pulverize.
When you are gone, we will build a museum. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved herb. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art and your microcephalic skulls.
Oh. There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Simisean supremacist myself? Well, yes. Why don't you want to be a Simisean supremacist? So what if you're not Simisean? You can be anything. I mean, that would be really easy, but let's not do that. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh. Ah. I'll give it a try. Alright. Can't say I'm too surprised that one didn't work. Could have gone better. Could have gone better. How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts. You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. The pressure on your hand becomes unbearable. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic. Fuck yourself. Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as it's twisting more and more. The words to the song have changed. Say I am a violent drunk. I am a violent drunk. Good. He releases your hand. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? Don't be vulgar. White or not has little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Yeah, but you still serve them, right? How does that factor into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race naivistic communists never did. Oh. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. It sounds you were, like, against communism a second ago, but then you're also against, like, individualism, apparently? You know, whatever. I'm no communist. Of course you are. Ravacholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll, music, sexually transmitted disease. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? He leans closer. Degenerate youth culture, rock and or roll music. I said I'm not a communist. I don't know who I am, but that's one thing I know. Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your beliefs. True. The conversation has moved on. Tell me what degenerate subculture has made you dress in this shameful way. I have gotten it from disco, actually. Offshoots of the Simisean people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race, but what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Simisean race. Who are the Simonese? The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulidian archipelago. We descend from the Aeropagites of ancient Parikinasis and have arrived here 4,000 years ago, millennia before you. That's true, I'm only like 20 years old. We are the future. That is all you need to know. So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Ravishol? I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulanbir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Cimician women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Phantom, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale. What the fuck? So you did come from the islands? No, he cranes his head. I have heard about it. On the radio. Cool. Yes. This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you. I don't know if I want to talk about the race enigma. Do you know anything about this mug? He does not so much as glance at the object. This your kind of thing? Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. He had nothing to do with it. So what are those tattoos supposed to mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. What? What are those tattoos supposed to mean? He gestures towards the lorryman down the street. Welcome to Ravishol, you hear him yell at the red-haired woman visiting the frit nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants. I am not like them. I am chronomatic perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudoscientific ambitions. One thing, however, is it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be smaller. Are you sure? I mean, that jaw is clearly an atavistic stigmata. That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes plenty. Babe, thanks. The tattoos on his stone face briefly form a smile. But I got this. Well, hold on. Let me, go down the other line we had there, 'cause your earlobes are too big. The size of the earlobes is not a real chronometric criteria. Everyone knows this. Your earlobes are flawless, Jean-Luc. Yes. The man falls silent, his face motionless. You're right. That's chronometric perfection. My race does not stand a chance. Correct. Kim, what do you think about this? I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one. That will be our lucky racist. He will grant us 3 wishes. Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. He leans in to inspect. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone. The lieutenant does not flinch. You should keep him close. The congenital defect of his farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind. I bested him in Chronomatrix, so this has significantly increased my chances. Alright, what can you do? You know. I saw it went up, so how could I refuse the opportunity? It has happened again! The Titan has your fist locked in his hand. In your own words, degenerate alcoholic. Good, now go. You never know. Please stop doing this. You're making us look bad. Oh, we can talk to Kim about something? Fantastic news.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where we may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick the Hulk. Alright, fine, I won't do it again. Let's think of something else. Yeah, no, I don't really want to piss Kim off too much, to be honest with you. Alright, so this has all been a complete bust so far. Everything's going delightfully. I guess we'll poke around the rest of the harbor for a while, because Lord knows we're not making any progress over here. Closed for winter. Well, you know, we've still got a whole region over here. Some giant tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. This post-lavator mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk Number 8102, with the slogan, Mankind Be Vigilant. Good mail delivery box. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the cun. And St. G, with a crown, has been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and base settee mailbox also. I feel you, mail collection box. The mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankful, even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow. Yeah.